If you want to run ads but don't know where to go, call Adsquire now and watch your business grow.
Welcome to Adsquire Ad-Ventures, where we show you different cool things that Google's doing related to advertising. So today I want to talk about Google Local Services Ads. It is a new platform in the legal vertical. So if I type in personal injury lawyer near me, you will see that the very first thing that comes up is Google Local Services Ads. So that's these three boxes right here. They say Google Screened. And these are three different advertisers who are paying to be in this platform, Local Services Ads, which really is a rebrand of Google Ads. It's going to show up for different keywords that you type in. You're going to show up here in the top spot for Google search. Now if I click into this More Injury Lawyers, you'll see that this is loaded up with hundreds of different law firms in the local area. Okay. Now, there are some problems with Google Local Services Ads. Google is really trying to work this out, but the problem is that they've oversaturated the marketplace. So whereas before on the first page of search, and they're not even going to show me ads at the top, now they're going to show the local business finder. But let me see if I can get it if I just type in personal injury lawyer. Okay, so this is a different search, personal injury lawyer. I didn't include a geo term. But you'll see this page looks different, right? We have the Google Local Services Ads here, and then we have paid search ads, PPC ads, okay? Now, what I was just talking about is they oversaturated the marketplace, right? Prior to Google Local Services Ads, there was about 10 to 15 advertisers in a local area, all bidding and competing for these positions, right, on Google's first page of search results. Now, there was competitive advantages that you could have, but really, here is the main problem with Google Local Services Ads. In any given time in a geo, let's take Philadelphia for example, there's only a limited number of active cases in that geographical area, right, that all of the attorneys are going after at the same time. Let's say that there's 30 active legitimate car accident cases, okay? And prior to Local Services Ads, there was 15 lawyers going after those 30 active cases, okay, trying to get in front of them with different variations of these PPC paid search ads. Now, there's this Local Services Ads platform, okay? And Google's done a great job of getting all lawyers into this platform, right? When I go into this platform, I'll see the hundreds of different law firms in my area, right? Here's the problem. There's only 30 active cases. Now we have 100 law firms in here, okay, trying to bid in this platform. And what ends up happening is that these three get all the action, right? And everybody else, because they bid, they put their budget up really high. And everybody else within this platform is kind of landlocked. They don't move. They don't get any calls. And they go, hey, Google, what the heck? Why am I not getting any calls? I did all the things you told me to do, but I'm not getting any calls. So Google is really trying to solve this problem, right? Now, I don't know if they will, because again, back to the issue is that there's 30 active cases. Now there's 190 lawyers that they want to get leads for 30 active cases, okay? So really that's the fatal flaw here is that there's only 30 cases. You just added 150 lawyers, and there's still only 30 active cases. Anyway, that's the main problem. So what ends up happening again is that these people in the three-pack get all the calls. Nobody else gets any calls. So what's Google doing to solve this? A lot. They're testing different things. They're always testing different things. So in this video, we want to show you a couple different things that they are testing, okay? So you'll see these advertisers here for Google Local Services Ads. We have Sika Law, Morgan & Morgan, VSCP Law, okay? Now, let me go down here and click over to the second page of search results, okay? Look, now we have different advertisers in here. Now, this is a change. Previously, if I click to the second page of search results, in the Local Services Ads platform, I would see the same three advertisers that I saw on the first page of search results. Now what Google's doing is they're trying to swap in different advertisers based on the page that I go to. So you'll see, let me go to page 3. And again, we got different advertisers here. Now, Morgan & Morgan has a very high budget set, which is why they keep appearing in different positions in this platform. But you'll see they're swapping in new advertisers based on the page that I go to. Now, still, there's a problem here. The problem is that most users don't go past the first page of search results, right? So still, these advertisers are going to get all the action, and not many people are going to click through to page 2, 3, 4, and onwards, right? So again, there's still flaws here. Some other things that we've seen them doing with Google Local Services ads, right, is that they're testing them at different places on the map. So we also think that where they're going with these is kind of like what they said in the beginning, is that these are based on the 3 R's: reviews, responsiveness, and radius. So we think that since they're not really working on the first page of search results, that they may get rid of these and incorporate them into different map features on Google, right? So Google has 2 different maps. They've got this search map down here, which is called the Local Business Finder, okay? And then they also have the Google Maps app tab right here, okay? So let me show you a screen recording real fast of something that we've seen them testing recently. This is I'm in a different geo in this search. Okay, I'm in Los Angeles. Okay, and you'll see that this is the search map that I clicked into. Okay, and it looks the same as what I was looking at on the first page. Okay, there's different advertisers on here in the Local Business Finder map. Okay, now let me click back, and I'm going to click into one of these profiles. Okay, now look at this. I got something different. Now this is a beta that they're doing, right? So you can see these results look very different than what I was just looking at, and you'll see that these first 2 listings are Google Local Services ads. And I can tell by the Google screens right there, okay? So they're testing something here, and our theory is that they are going to try to make this first page, right? Because see what they're doing here is they're making these all kind of look the same, right? That they're different. Only these first 2 ads are local services ads in this beta that they're testing, right? If I scroll down, you'll see the rest are just listings, right? Here, let me get back to this part. Okay, so you can see these are just listings, right? But they're making them all look very similar to Google Local Services ads, right? So our theory is that they're probably going to make this whole first page of the Google Local Business Finder local services ads. And then they actually may be able to work in the 3 R's. That is kind of what they told us in the beginning is how these were going to work, which hasn't really worked out yet. But we think that that's where it's going, is that they're going to incorporate these into this map here, right? And they're going to make these all look very similar with those pictures that we were just looking at. And then this whole first page of results will be Google Local Services ads for lawyers, okay? And really, these will show up based on your proximity to that law office, okay? So, again, very interesting things that we've seen them working, different betas that they're trying to figure out to make local services ads work better for all lawyers, right? And there's some tips in here and some inferences that you can use to be ahead of the curve for when they drop that thing that I was just showing you. Now, there's no guarantees that they're going to go full into that. These are all theories based on our experience, but we've been in the search space for over a decade. We've seen that when they do these things generally, that it does move to that. It might not look exactly like we're explaining, but we are quite certain that they are moving these to maps. So some cool things, some cool new features that we're seeing with local services ads for Google to try to make these all work. Will it work? We don't know. Let's see. Who knows? Google's pretty smart. They do these betas strategically to see how users interact with them and what's going to work and what's not, and what's going to work to make Google Local Services Ads platform work so that they can have more revenue as they continue to monetize more of the first page of search results and more of Google Maps, which we really think is going to be important in the near future. And the main reason that I say that is because if you notice on more and more searches, you will see that Google Local Business Finder shows up higher and higher in search results. And so they are definitely monetizing this more and more, trying to incorporate different ad types into this map and also into the map tab, which is the Google Maps app. So that's our take on the changes that we're seeing in Google Local Services ads. If you need any help with local advertising, please give us a call. And that is Adsquire Ad-Ventures.
If you want to run ads but don't know where to go, call Adsquire now and watch your